Giancarlo Stanton is having his best season ever in 2025. The Yankees are getting MVP caliber production from Big G, who is hit at an incredible rate for the Bronx Bombers. In 51 games so far, Stanton is hitting .313 with a .388 on base percentage, a .663 slugging percentage, and a 1.051 OPS, as he has 17 home runs and 46 RBIs already. That is a 50 home run and 135 RBI pace if you extrapolate it over 150 games, and the Yankees are seeing their DH step up and win them baseball games on his own. Last night's 5 RBI performance catapulted the Yankee offense that had been sputtering against an underwhelming national staff to another much-needed victory. He's got the 4th best OPS in baseball since returning from the IL, and it spurred arguably the best season of his career on a per-rate basis. How has Giancarlo Stanton put together such an incredible season just 2 years removed from the worst year of his career? Let's look back in 2023 when Stanton finished with a negative 0.6 WAR, hitting just .191 with a .695 OPS, as the Yankees would finish 82-80 and miss the postseason altogether. Seeing that it was his age 33 season and he had continued to deal with injuries, it looked as if Stanton would be on his last legs and that the team could have a complete albatross of a contract on their hands that still had 4 years remaining. The former NL MVP would respond with a solid regular season, hitting 27 home runs with a .773 OPS, as while the average and on-base percentage continued to be below average, the game power was extremely elite. Giancarlo Stanton would make his presence felt with an incredible playoff run, helping the Yankees win the AL pennant for the first time since 2009. While the Yankees didn't get the job done, he would look at 2025 as a year where he could continue to be a solid enough hitter to remain in the everyday lineup and produce to a point where the Yankees could get to the postseason. But his season would immediately be put in jeopardy with a double elbow injury. The pain he felt when he swung was unbearable, and it would sideline Stanton until June 16th, where he got off to a pretty bad start. With a .637 OPS and very underwhelming batted ball data for Giancarlo Stanton standards, his first 14 games made you wonder how long it would take Big G to get going and whether that elbow injury finally caught up to him. Then he caught fire. He'd hit his first home run of the season in Toronto, hitting 17 home runs in his last 39 games with a .336 batting average. Giancarlo Stanton currently has the highest OPS in a season of his career, but how has he put together such an incredible season? The secret behind his success has to do with the ability to get the ball in the air, as he has a career-low 30.8% ground ball rate, which gives Stanton a better chance of connecting for serious damage. The increase in contact in the air has resulted in a career-high barrel percentage of 22.4% as well, as Giancarlo Stanton is routinely generating the kind of contact that ends up being in the seats. He's also pulling the ball in the air a ton, which optimizes batted balls in the air since they do more damage to the pull side than when hit to center field or to the opposite field. It explains the incredible surge in power that has brought him back to his MVP days, but there are some other interesting improvements that have made him a much more well-rounded hitter. Giancarlo Stanton currently has the highest zone contact rate of his career and the lowest chase rate of his Yankees tenure. By taking more disciplined swings and making contact more often in the strike zone, Giancarlo Stanton makes himself an even tougher out. Sliders had always bedeviled Stanton, but this year he's slugging .852 against those pitches with a 64.7% hard hit rate. It's harder for pitchers to put together a game plan against Stanton because if they miss in zone, he will crush it, and if they miss out of zone, he'll lay off of it. This isn't a swing-happy slugger who'd fall for the down-and-away slider every time, but rather a hitter in command of the zone who is one swing away from changing a game. Giancarlo Stanton can do damage in any part of the zone, so if you're a pitcher, you have to be careful as to how you're going to attack him, and you have to be close if you're going to miss off the plate, or else he's going to spit on it. Giancarlo Stanton has an OPS over 1,200 with runners in scoring position and an OPS over 950 in high leverage, as he's been clutch and delivered some huge hits for the Yankees so far. If he can stay red hot, the Yankees might be able to go on a run in the postseason, and Stanton has already established himself as one of the scariest hitters on the entire planet.
Perfect.